What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. At the round 6 of the Pro Play Games Tour in the DFW, we got quite a treat to a unique FTK deck round 6, where Antonio Martinez was able to use the World Chalice engine to go up through these unique routes into Dark Matter Dragon and make number 6 Chronomaly Atlantis, and then abuse Gandora X to FTK. Gandora X is something that really hadn't encroached on the TCG that had terrorized the OCG to the point where Dark Matter Dragon got banned. Now, personally, I have a soft spot for Dark Matter. I've always liked the card, and I would heavily prefer to see just Gandora X itself get banned, as it's the big, huge damage guy. And I get that it's an anime card, it's kind of supposed to be that boss one-shot kind of thing, but I prefer for it to get banned. Now, why am I freaking out about this? Well, there's a storm coming, a dark Neostorm, and it is going to make it so that 15 cards in your deck can be one card starters, needing no other cards except for a discard fodder for some of these combos, and it's really freaking crazy that this will allow you to play other cards for protection in your FTK and just be so dang consistent that we'll probably see this in the top cut. I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. You know I don't really bring you FTKs all the time. When Cyberstein was a thing, I completely ignored it because I had faith it wouldn't be meta. I'm pretty sure we're going to see this running around with 15 freaking starter cards in Dark Neostorm. So, you see the hand starts out, and he actually has 3 of his starters here. Fossil Dig, which can grab Overraptor, Overraptor itself, and Mathematician. He's going to opt for the Mathematician play, which sends Carbon Add-on, which is a dinosaur, so you can also Foolish Burial this with Overraptor, and this has a ability that you can banish this from your graveyard to special summon from your hand or deck, so if you draw your brick, you can special it. One level 7 or lower dragon type normal monster in face up defense position. Well, most of them are going to be tuners in your deck, and we're going to see Galaxy Serpent here, a card previously abused with Brilliant Fusion, be the tuner in order to go up into a new synchro, Ib the World Chalice Miko, and she's going to grab you a very important copy of World Legacy Guard Dragon, and you're going to go ahead and play that, and you're going to get to recur your Galaxy Serpent, and you're going to go into link play for Ib the World Chalice Priestess. Now, this going to the graveyard is going to allow you to special summon Lee the World Chalice Fairy from deck, and that's going to allow you to access a copy of World Chalice Guard Dragon. Moving on forward, you're going to link summon away for Triple Burst Dragon, and the graveyard effect of Ib is going to allow you to special summon the World Chalice Guard Dragon from your hand, which will even be used later in the combo. Now, you're going to be able to summon a Guard Dragon LP in the pointer of Triple Burst Dragon. How did it just do that movement? What's happening here? Well, you're going to use World Legacy Guard Dragon's second special ability to move LP over just one zone, so that now there are 2 pointers. And here's another Dark Neostorm card you're going to be playing. Fairy Dragon Larvalar, more commonly known as Baby Firewall Dragon. And this has a special ability that if it's special summoned, you can target one face-up monster on the field, discard any card, so that's the second card in the combo, discard fodder, and if you do, add one monster with the same type and attribute as the targeted monster, but a different name. Well, guess who just so happens to be a Dark Dragon? That would be Collapse Serpent. So he discards a card that he's not going to use in the combo at all further, Fossil Dig, in order to go ahead and get himself a copy of this. And now we're going to be able to go up a route further into Agripane and special summon from the extra deck for relatively free some Dark Matter Dragon fodder. I think you see where this is going. Dark Matter Dragon is summoned and is going to activate its ability to send 3 very specific cards. Defrag Dragon, which I don't think will actually see play in this combo that I'm showing you, but has abilities for later should you get interrupted, I think. Guard Dragon Promenesis, which is very important to the combo later, and Eclipse Wyvern, which is essentially going to search Gandora X, the Dragon of Demolition, from your deck for you, as you already have a Collapse Serpent, to banish your Eclipse Wyvern and get the ability. Now, the Thunder Dragon player here is going to get some free advantage, but it's not going to matter too much. So, as I said, your Eclipse Wyvern's banish effect is going to add the Gandora here, and we're going to go and link summon using the Collapse Serpent and the Agripane into a Herodic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. So you're going to go ahead and get the Collapse Serpent's effect, and by link summoning the Collapse Serpent over into Guard Dragon Pisty here, and you're going to use Guard Dragon Pisty in order to bring out the full armor Photon Dragon that you had overlaid in the way up to the first Dark Matter Dragon to go ahead and make a second Dark Matter Dragon. And Dark Matter Dragon's going to send some specific cards again here. You need the Labradite Dragon in your graveyard here, which can later be special summon, and you need to send the Destrudo. And we'll show you why in a bit, and the opponent's going to banish some more things. So, when Labradite Dragon is sent to the graveyard, you're going to get the special ability of Guard Dragon Prominescence, because if a normal monster or monsters is sent to the graveyard while this card's in the graveyard, except during damage step, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You're then going to use Destrudo, since you have a level 1, to special summon itself as a level 6 here, paying half your life points, and you're going to link away 3 of your cards, 4 into Saryuja. I don't think he even opted for the draw. So yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It frees up your space for Labradite Dragon to be special summoned by your World Chalice Guard Dragon here, and you're going to overlay into Chronomaly Atlantis, which is going to equip itself with Dark Matter Dragon. Now, if you haven't read Chronomaly Atlantis, when this card is XC summoned, you can target a number monster in your graveyard, equip that target to this card. This card gains attack equal to half the attack of that equipped monster. Ooh, beefy. Once per turn, you can detach an Xyz material from this card, then send the equipped monster by this effect to the graveyard. Half your opponent's life points. That's a big ouchies. So, there's a one-shot for 4K. Oh, look. Saryuja hasn't special summoned anything, has it? There's a Dark Matter on the field. There's Gandora X being special summoned, and if you haven't read this, when this card is normal or special summoned from the hand, you can destroy as many other monsters on the field as possible, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the highest original attack on the field among the destroyed monsters, your choice if tied. You're dealing another 4,000 shot to your opponent, and that is the game. Now, John, hand traps can interrupt this. Of course, as I said, he sent cards that he didn't even end up using, and all of this is just one card. Let me go ahead and show you a deck profile here, courtesy also of Last Zerk. So, with the Overraptor, you're able to still dump Carboneton, go ahead and put Flammable Guard in the graveyard, and since you're not synchroing past the Ib, the World Chalice Miku, you're able to then bring this back and link summon away just as you would with Galaxy Serpent. So that's the route starting with Overraptor. So your starter cards are your 3 Overraptors here, 3 Fossil Digs to search the Overraptors here, 3 Mathematicians, as you saw in this combo, 3 Draco Nets, which can just special summon the Galaxy Serpent from the deck and go up the line of play that we showed you as well, and also 3 Signet Minings, which would require an additional discard. So, all 15 of those copies of cards are your starter cards in this deck, thus allowing you to play extra protection, such as Sarveus, such as Call by the Grave, Magical Midbreaker Field, and even Prohibition should you want it. It's really up to you and your choice. So, having so many starter cards, 15, you're likely to always see them in your opening hands throughout the tournaments. It really comes down to how much you can play back and forth, how many dice rolls you can win, and I think heavily will end up seeing it. Now, you did see a wide flex of the extra deck, but it also happens to have a few extra slots depending on you want. Borolo Dragon, for instance, to be summoned by Agripane should you be going second as an offensive character. Nightmare Phoenix to deal with back row. You have a little space for activities, but not much if you're trying to perform this dedicated FTK. It's really just something, though, isn't it? When you see all these cards, like this card can just be in the graveyard period. You can banish this card from your graveyard. It has no stipulations on your opponent's monsters, your own monsters. It's just a hard once per turn. So should you hard draw it, you can discard it with something like Signet Mining to get it out of your hand and still have that in the graveyard further, although you need it with Draconet. It's just a further combo extender. Should this get ashed, had you discarded that, then you can special summon this and you can still synchro away. So basically what I'm saying is, you better be prepared for one hand trap to not necessarily be enough, and for also them to be able to play around your hand traps. I'm really scared of this. We've been away from an FTK format so much to the point that it was fun watching one attempt and try far into a tournament. But now looking at Dark Neostorm, I'm thinking, this is really scary. This is something I don't want to see happen to our metagame. And I'm putting this up now in hopes that Konami looks at this and says, alright, it's time for one of these to go. I don't want to see my friend Dark Matter Dragon go, but if he has to, he has to. I essentially, realistically want Gandora X, the Dragon of Demolition, to go away. We see cards like Tyrant Neptune get hit, so I don't want to lose Dark Matter Dragon for the sins of Gandora X. I want Gandora X to be hit for the sins of Gandora X. I don't care if he's an anime card. I don't care if he's a boss monster. I want him out of here. You proved you could do it with Firewall. I would like to see this prevented in the TCG. I know the ban list may be crafted, but you can make a quick change before it's uploaded to the metagame for our summer. It would be quite something to see an emergency ban before the WCQ, wouldn't it? So with Dark Neostorm out, I really hope Konami is aware of these possibilities. What do you guys think in the comment section down below? I know you all might be traumatized by FTKs, but this is to show you what's coming. It's to educate you, not to try to get a bunch of people to just pick it up and go with it, but to educate you and to prepare you on how to potentially stop it, although it's scary that they have ways to stop your stoppers, and to be prepared for it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the conversation, even if you disagree with it, and let me know what you think of this 15 freaking card, 1 card starter FTK.